Take you up until 2 o'clock here today. Miami Heat, they win both games this weekend, Leroy.
Woo!
They beat the Rockets. They beat the Magic. They were close.
Close for comfort.
But season best 7 games over 500, my friend. Going into tonight against the Nuggets.
The win on Friday. What a play.
Oh, my God. What a play.
Oh, my goodness.
If you guys didn't see it, if you guys missed it over the weekend, Heat going down to the wire. Here's the thing with Jimmy Butler when he takes on trash teams. You ever hear him flipping the switch? This is what he does. When he chooses to play well, he plays well. Against these Rockets or these Magic, they're like little playthings to him. And so Jimmy Butler sleepwalking through the Rockets game. He then scores 10 of the Heat's last 13 points and gets the win.
Yep.
Just decides not losing. And by the way, to end it, I'm going to slam it home with a alley-oop from Gabe Vincent. Can you give me the call from Jason Jackson this weekend, Marcos? This was the call on 560, this on Friday night.
Well, look at this. You got Gabe inbounding over 6'11". Jabari Smith.
Gabe cleaning up the space, asking people sitting court that, hey, pull your feet back. I need some room.
Yeah.
You see this wingspan I got to deal with. Gabe slaps it at the rim to Jimmy. Yeah, it's over. But Gabe is still, what? Are you kidding me? There's still 0.3 remaining. No timeout. The inbound ball game. Heat win 97-95. This one belongs to the Heat. Namdi to Jimmy. Night.
There you go. Jason Jackson, Amy Audibert with the call on Friday night.
It was like,
Perfect.
on
the money.
You ready for this one?
Yep.
On an inbound pass, there can be no penalty for a ball over the cylinder.
Oh, really?
So he could shoot it, and it looked like it's going in, then Jimmy could grab it and dunk it. I'm almost positive that there's no because I think who did it? Was it Utah did it with Jay Crowder and was it Jay Crowder and
Phoenix with DeAndre Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton, right.
That was
But
good.
it like, wow, it kind of, because normally you're looking around, okay, the 3-point shooter, he comes, oh, here he comes, double screen, and then Jimmy just slips, and you're like, whoa!
Yep. And apparently, I know, I saw that their head coach was like, I told them not to do that, and they didn't listen, which it's got to be basically the motto of the Rockets coach his entire time being the Rockets
Right.
coach.
Well, because they were all like, what, 23?
I said don't do that. That's why you're 30 games under 500.
And then Saturday, I turned the game off. I thought it was over.
You were
I thought they
disgusted?
lost.
Well, so did Jalen Suggs, and he made the big mistake of going up 10 and then giving the "it's over," which the Magic should never do. Like as you should have learned that from Trae Young a couple of years ago. But just as a rule, the Magic should never have a guy saying "it's over" with the emphatic. It looked like did he mind putting a sword in his sheath?
I don't know.
What does that even?
I don't know.
What does that even?
Did he slay the dragon because the Heat had their 20th turnover of the game, and then the Heat once again come back. They got kind of screwed at the end of regulation because there was a foul. The Heat should have had like 3 seconds left, and for whatever reason,
1.5.
They brought it down to a half, and then they fixed it to 1.5. So Jimmy, the only shot he could get was a fall away, terrible jumper. And then Jimmy was after the game. He goes, we should have had 2.5. It's kind of garbage. I would have gotten to the cup. But anyway, he got that work done in overtime. And him, Tyler Johnson, Gabe Vincent, all big in the fourth quarter and overtime. Do you have Jimmy buckets from Saturday night? This was his clutch basket.
2 minutes remaining. Heat up 104-101. Sidestep, fires along 2. Ouch! Jimmy! Don't hurt him! He's got 22. Matching Tyler's. A right baseline bit of pain for the Magic.
Jax with the call from the Amway Center.
Good to see Tyler getting some what seems to be a little bit of life.
Little life. Yep. Got to that sweet baby float. Yeah, a little TTL.
And then Strus hit some threes.
Strus, Gabe Vincent making nobody worried about the point guard situation right now, as he was tremendous. But have you guys heard like Erik Spoelstra after these games? Like Erik Spoelstra, it's almost like he's convincing himself. Like he is coming at me like he's almost like an infomercial host where he's like, have you guys seen Heat basketball? We toy around with the bad teams up until the last second, and then it's thrilling. Where he's got to be going crazy with Chris Quinn on the bench, where he's just like, I can't believe we're in a
what are we doing? Like he probably looks at Chris Quinn and goes, "What are we doing?
Why are we in the fight of our lives against the Rockets?" And then he comes to the podium after the games. He goes, Heat basketball, huh? Money's worth.
And the other thing is that he has to look down the bench and say, really? We all gonna foul out? Just all of us. I got 3 fouls and I'm not even playing.
It's become my favorite thing now where Erik Spoelstra is like, but wait, there's more. If you thought it was thrilling against the Rockets, wait till we do it against the Magic. So he's just like, because he tried this a few weeks ago where he just goes, he does these mind tricks because he's cerebral. He's one of the best coaches of all time. And so instead of us being frustrated by these close games, he goes, Heat Nation, I want you guys to embrace this. We're like, what? That's right. This is fun. You're enjoying it, aren't you? I know I am. And I'm like,
no, you're not.
Huh?
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're you're mad the whole game.
He is turned
mad the whole game. He's like looking down at it.
He's Jedi mind, dude. He's Jedi mind tricked all of us because now he's just like, huh? Who's not having fun? He starts his press conference. He slaps the table and he goes, "Told you, another one." Because the Heat's clutch games it's an insane rate. How many games are decided by less than 5 points?
They've had 30 games that have ended 5 points or less.
It's ridiculous. And it's just a coin toss because if one dude on the Magic hits a 3 wide open, over. But they come out on top. And they're the best.
Worst? But as you're watching this and you're thinking, because it's the same feeling I had about Kansas City. You play all these close games, not because, you're just that good and you can squeak by, but because you're not as good as, and these other teams are keeping it close. And the Heat are kind of doing the same thing, but is it sustainable? Can the Heat play a whole season?
They basically
every game. Yeah, but I mean, all right, but
it's a real test tonight. I mean, they got the Nuggets in town, one of the best teams in basketball, and the Nuggets have owned them. I mean, like since Jimmy's gotten here, I think they've won 5 straight. I think it's 6 out of 7 that since Jimmy has been on the Heat.
Right.
But yeah, you win tonight. Like that's a nice win. You're getting yourself. If they won tonight and they're 8 over, which is the best record, they've already at the best record they've had. But if they continue to pile on that, after everything they've dealt with, after they have no backup guards on the team right now,
right?
They don't really have a backup center. By the way, Dwayne Dedmon, congratulations on signing with the 76ers.
What?
Enjoy that. Woo!
He signed with the 76ers?
Sure did. Not a good day for Philly. Not a good day for Philly. If you thought the Super Bowl was bad,
it's okay. Poor Trevor from the 203 somewhere.
I got a Twitch says Tobin has a little Spo in him. Or Spo has a little Tobin in him. I mean, you don't have to put it like that. I mean, he's just trying to do his tricks.
I mean,
he
can't come up there and notice. He can't come and be frustrated too much in person, like in public.
Do you have
he can be irritated in the locker room.
And I get Spo from the Rockets game. I just want the opening of Erik Spoelstra's press conference, if you could.
If I was paying for tickets, I would pay for Miami Heat front row how much ever those go for. You're going to get a close game. You're going to get an electric ending. It's going to be a clutch game, and you're just going to get must-see TV down the stretch. It wasn't what I would have designed or hoped for at the beginning of the night, but you got to play it through. And I didn't think we walked through the game. There were maybe some segments at the end of the first quarter and into the second quarter we were not totally sharp. But in the second half, I thought we competed hard. I thought we did some good things offensively. We missed a lot of shots. And they played well. They're an aggressive attacking team, so you do have to give them credit. And when we were down 5, we had to make some plays. We had to put together, consecutive stops, and then you also have to score, going down the stretch. Jimmy came alive, in that last segment. And then, Tyler hit that big one. But Tyler was playing well throughout the course of the game offensively. And
that's good, Marcos. But just the beginning where he's just like, if I was buying tickets, I'll tell you what I'd get.
He's really trying to sell
He's just selling us, dude. He's just like, hey, you guys think this is a bad thing, clutch games against the Rockets. But really, have you ever needed a knife to cut through your shoe? He's just like, next thing he's going to be, you have Spo up there selling me the slap chop. Can you give me him after
Flex Seal?
Yeah. Have you guys ever wanted to just line your entire boat with ceiling?
I always thought that was strange. Like,
Dolphin Kane says, get Spo some ticket sales commission.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing here? Spo said it was going to be a thriller. Doesn't matter who it's against. Who knows?
he's not lying.
You never know what the move is going to be. Let me get him after the Magic game.
Yeah, you just have to travel and follow the Miami Heat. Home or away, it's must-see. And it's going to be a close game. It's going to be a possession game. There's going to be some crazy things that happen in the last 3 minutes. And we showed a lot of grit in 48 hours. Both games down. Last night down 5, tonight we're down 10. It just felt like the entire second half we just never could get our footing, but we stayed with it and showed that necessary grit, that you like to see out of a team.
He's really, really trying to sell this, dude.
When it almost sounds like
a circus.
He's trying to get in the top 10 of the rankings.
Yeah,
right. Oh, you guys got it. Yeah, it's like Heat Magic. You had to be there.
Right.
It's
like
asking you to travel.
It's like he's trying to get them picked for March Madness. That's what it sounds like.
Campaigning. I like it.
JB's like he's just trying to convince himself. Verbal judo.
That too. I mean, because Spo gets so just irritated. Like sometimes they'll throw the ball all the way down the court. Like when Tyler had when they threw the ball back court and Tyler was kind of chasing it and then he grabbed it and Spo, you just look at Spo on the sidelines. He's like,
he's so mad. And then it just goes with it's like the difference between him being happy and him being sad is just the Magic blowing a wide open 3. And I was like, greatest show on earth.
Yeah,
Eat basketball, baby.
Oh man,
just nothing but squeakers.
Nothing but squeakers. Like it's like and like sometimes, I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes I want to get ready for bed at 9:30.
You just want an easy one.
Yeah, like can we get one to where the Heat make 15 threes early and everything's working and I can just go head on but then when they do that, then it's third quarter. Like it's just amazing. So it's oh my goodness. And let me ask you a question. Lowry comes back. You got to stick with Nnamdi, right?
Dude, you gotta stick with Nnamdi.
Lowry. You got to. I think I like his energy. His energy does a lot for what the Heat do on both sides of the ball more than anything. But yeah. Ooh.
We'll take